how I found out that my best friend was the biggest snake ever. One day we were on a road trip. And we're both talking, exchanging stories, funny stories about our childhood to, distract us and keep us awake. And she asked me about my puppy, but she asked me about it with his name. And I look at her like, wait a minute, how did you know his name? I never told you his name. And she was like, yes, you did, I swear you did. But I'm like, girl, I use his name in all my passwords. And I love you, but I don't love you that much. I'm not going to give you my password. Only way she would have found out is if she read my diary, which she denied. I'm like, girl, just tell me, if you read my diary, it's fine. She was like, I didn't even know. And the way she lied was kind of scary because I was almost convinced, but I know better. We went to Cali, we came back, and on the way back, I was telling her about this guy named Alex that I just started dating. He was non-existent, but she didn't know that. Later on that weekend, we go out bowling, and I ask her for her phone so that I can put Alex's number in her phone in case my phone, because he's protective and he'll get worried if my phone. I was planting a seed. The night goes on, we go home, and the next day I tell her, hey, listen, I'm gonna go out with another guy, and I gave Alex your number because he's gonna want to text and verify that I'm with you. She believed it because that's something she would do all the time, and she hated that I never did it. I mean, I never judged her, and I'd still cover for her. So the seed I was planting was for the moment that I text her, pretending to be Alex, and Alex pops up on her phone because I saved it the day before. Not only did she not cover for me, she started down-talking me and then saying stuff about me, the good stuff about me, but saying that that's her. It was weird. It was so weird. This whole time, this girl was obsessed with me. I'm sure you can imagine what I did to her.
If a friend talks a lot about other people, she's talking about you too. My best friend of 3 years just called me to tell me I'm trying to get her boyfriend's attention.
Like, so stupid that you would post an hour after I post, only to, like, you're literally fishing for his attention. He literally commented on your post. He didn't even comment on mine, and I'm, like, the girl he's talking to.
If he didn't comment on yours and he commented on mine, isn't that kind of a sign?
He literally saw that you were he probably saw that you were being desperate, so he felt bad, like, and he knows that you're my best friend, so he's like, oh, like, I feel bad, like, I should probably just comment something to build up her self-esteem. Like, you're literally, like, I'm your best friend, and I should be able to,
How was I supposed to know that he was going to comment on my post?
Are you serious? You're literally acting right now. Okay, so you're telling me that you didn't do it to fish for his attention?
No, I didn't. Why would I do
You're
that?
literally
I
acting
posted because I wanted to
you're-
post, not to get your stupid boyfriend to comment on it.
Are you serious? No, you're like, it's obvious that you have a thing for him. Like, you always look at him weirdly when I'm around him. And it's so...
I'm done.
Ooh, Nelly. That was a doozy.
So I'm not one to start beef with influencers. Like, that is probably the worst thing I can do for my entire career ever. But sometimes it's tempting. Like, I was standing behind this influencer in line for the bathroom, and they were making fun of someone for having, like, fake designer and, like, cheap clothing. And I was like, oh my god, let me bring you back to Ohio with me, please. I was poor 2 years ago. I an outfit for my 21st birthday from Target because I had no money. Also, that day I ran out of gas and had to ask my brother for like $1 just to get home. I also had the great experience of listening to two influencers complaining about the designer bags that their parents got them for Christmas and wishing that it was like this brand instead. Are you kidding me? So yeah, sometimes calling people out is a little bit warranted. Like, some of these people need to be put in their place. I'm just gonna be honest, and I want to bring some of them back to Ohio with me just to see what would happen. But pray for those two girls. I really hope they get better designer bags for Christmas next year.
Something tells me this was about something or someone specific.
I think I'm being gaslit. So 3 months ago I went to Europe and I left my car in Australia. And a good friend of mine was in need of a car. So I was like, it's just going to sit in the garage, have the keys, look after it while I'm away, and if anything happens, it's on your hands. Halfway through my trip, I get a message. Hey girl, I lost the car key. And I was like, this goes without saying, this better be taken care of before I get back. And she was like, yeah, of course. I just wanted to let you know. I got back a week ago, and she gives me the new key. And I went to press the button to unlock my car. And she goes, oh yeah, the replacement doesn't have the button. You just need to put the key in the car. I was like, what do you mean? My old key used to unlock it wirelessly. She was like, yeah, the locksmith thought it wasn't worth it. The locksmith? Is it the locksmith's car? Is it the locksmith's key? And I was like, she didn't replace my key. She downgraded my key. And I sent what I thought was a pretty polite message. She turns around and is like, your car isn't in good shape anyway. I don't get why this is a big deal. She goes on to tell me that I'm finessing my friends for money, just in regards to this key. So I called up the actual genuine car dealership, found out how much the key actually was, and I just said, look, this is how much the key is going to cost me. Whatever you can contribute, I would appreciate. He turns around and sends me not even a third of the price. Not only that, she started treating me badly. I reached out the olive branch. I was like, look, we've had a misunderstanding. We're not seeing eye to eye on this issue, but it's nothing but love. She was like, we're cool. Like, this is gaslighting, right? Like, how do I now feel like the problem? How do I now feel like I did the bad thing? It was her.
No, gaslighting, 100%. And this is what a lot of people do. A lot of people are a lot of manipulative.
Katie, stop. Oh my god. Are you kidding? Can you not make an ugly face for once? This is my group chat and you're not even letting me look good.
I can't help that I look like good.
Oh my god. Stop. You're full of yourself. Oh my god.
Are you actually mad at me right now?
Yes, stop.
I'm not even doing anything.
You did not have. Oh my god. Stop. You're outshining me. I don't know time where you haven't.
I don't try to outshine you.
Yes, you do. You know you do, Katie.
You're seriously mad at me for looking good in a picture?
Yes. Try. Like, you want everyone to know that you're better than me, or you think you're better than me.
Bro, I don't miss high school, do I? My friend Mary and I have known each other since we were children. We've grown apart over the past few years, but she still considers me important enough to make me a bridesmaid. Her wedding is set to be in 3 weeks. One reason why I sort of distanced myself from her was because of her treatment of my relationship. My boyfriend Jack and I have been together for 3.5 years. He's a wonderful person, and there's no doubt in my mind that he's the man I want to marry. But Mary is under the impression that Jack is too good for me. I'm gonna what? Jack comes from a very wealthy background. His parents are certainly very wealthy. He was practically guaranteed a lavish life from the moment that he left the womb. This is in stark contrast to my childhood. I grew up in a low-income neighborhood, often wondering where my next meal was or how I was going to pay the bills at a young age. I'm grateful and proud for where I am today. Jack is considered to be conventionally attractive, always looking like he should be on some magazine or billboard somewhere. Jack's good looks and the background have led Mary to believe that Jack deserves better than me. I'm sorry, I thought that we want the best for our friends. According to her, there's no way I could have pulled someone so attractive and rich. What? It's pretty disheartening to hear those things constantly, and it does kind of take a toll on you and the friendship. Whenever Jack is around, she's quite polite and respectful, never once making those comments. Eventually, the comments stopped. Mary invited me for lunch with her fiancé and his friend Gary. Is this going where I think it's going? From the moment I arrived, Mary and her fiancé were consumed in their own conversation, paying no attention to the both of us. It was fine, as Gary seemed to be a great lad with great chat. He asked me why I was single, and I told him that I was in a happy, committed relationship. He was very taken aback by my answer. He told me Mary had set up a blind date of sorts for the both of us. I was very confused and slightly angry. Yeah. I didn't want to be confrontational at lunch, especially in public, so I just carried on with the lunch. Luckily, Gary wasn't upset and ended up making a few jokes about the whole ordeal. I called Mary later on in the day and asked her a ton of questions about why she thought it was okay to do that. At first she tried to deny it, but then she just tried to justify it, saying that Gary is a man who's more in my league. Oh! And since he was also a groomsman, we needed to get to know each other better. Oh my goodness, this is awful. I was shocked by her bluntness, so I just told her that I didn't want to be her bridesmaid anymore. Yeah, that's the least you could have done. Granted, it was a pretty impulsive decision, but I still stand by it. Mary didn't take it well, trying to apologize and saying it was a mistake. It's been a few days and her fiancé has been texting me, asking me to suck it up for the wedding. I feel pretty conflicted right now. Edit, Jack does know about the date. I wouldn't keep that from him. You're not the a-hole? That is sneaky and weird. On what planet is that okay? Am I the a-hole for telling my friend she can't stay at mine? I, 28 female, own a digital travel magazine and make my money by writing about interesting destinations around the world. I started this business 3 years ago and I'm now making quite a bit of money, close to 6 figures, but not quite there. My friend Laura told me my business idea is stupid and I should just get a job like everybody else. I'm sorry, get a job, own a business. Now, I'm no influencer and I don't post dressy pictures on Instagram or anything like that. I just write good, honest text about destinations, good travel guides that people love. When she heard how much money I'm making from my stupid job, she decided to change strategies. About 1 year ago, Laura decided to also create her own travel magazine. Shut up! No! And she basically copied every single article. She reworded a lot of stuff, but ultimately you can even see the structure of the articles being the same. Even the affiliates I'm using, the wording, and the call to action and her main page. That's pretty deflating, but I never told her anything about this because I didn't want to discourage her. I also didn't tell her how to run the business as it's taken me years to get to this point. Ultimately, she's now my competition, bro. I did hint that she should be unique and find her own voice and her own niche. Laura and I used to go to visit places together, 2 friends traveling together. Now it's a bit stressful because I know she's relying on me to find and scout locations, and hell no. And she just wants to join to also write about these places. I know my way around SEO and how to do keyword research. I pick a lot of places based on this and their demand, so I find it a bit uncomfortable that she's just coming along because she knows she will get a good keyword destination out of it. Anyways, I recently moved to a town in the US that has a lot of potential for me to write about it. Plenty of demand, lots of keywords, and I've got so much to write about here. She recently asked me to come visit and stay at mine.
She's gonna steal your clothes too. Trust me.
I have no problem with this as she is my friend.
Huh?
Be careful. But she told me she will bring her camera to photograph it all and wants me to take her to all the hidden gems and to show her the best things to see and do, etc. It's taken me a while to discover all these things, and now she just wants to tap into my niche and write about it as well. At the end of the day, we do compete for limited space on search engines, and I'm exhausted. She first discouraged me. Yeah, that's the worst part, eh? And now she's seen my success, and she's decided to copy it, and she continues to do so. I told her I don't want to host her if she's coming to write about my niche destination. She was livid. She said I'm an awful friend and that I don't want her to succeed.
That I'm selfish and ignorant.
I personally feel she should know that competing friends should never cross these boundaries. I'm hosting her on my expense. She should know better, or at least ask me if I'm okay to write about the same destination. Am I the a-hole for telling her to pay for her own hotel and discover the locations on her own if she wants to write about it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not! Update, your comments were an eye-opener. She's clearly not my friend. I don't know how I ignored all the signs for so long. We were friends since childhood, and I guess it's hard to let go of people you grow up with. Not that it's an excuse for my inability to see her for what she is, a snake. Get your own hobby and career. All right, you're not the a-hole, my dear. My friend expects me to include her in everything. This already hits home a little bit. Hello, I know this post might seem very trivial compared to a lot of the stuff on here, but it's something that's been bugging me since the beginning of quarantine. I have a friend. We'll call her Sarah. She uses me as a crutch a lot, and she said this herself, and even her mom told her that she needs to stop doing that. It never bothered me too much, but it seems to have worsened because of quarantine. Me and Sarah's extended friend group tends to use Discord a lot, and she always used to complain that she felt left out because she didn't have a Discord despite making literally no effort to get it, and somehow made me feel guilty for it. Oh. This is already hitting home. I eventually persuaded her into getting it, hoping that the undeserved guilt trips would end, but it made it worse. We have a Discord server for our extended friend group, and because there's a solid 25 of us in the group, there's always some sort of voice call going on in there. And now whenever I join that voice call, Sarah asks me why I didn't ask her to join. Oh yeah, I should probably specify, she'll only join if I go out of my way to call her separately on my mobile and tell her that there's a call happening. Oh my god. I have to be the one to check for her. She makes no effort to get involved in any of this stuff on her own accord. But back to what I was saying, she basically guilted me for going on a call with my friends without her. This is actually the reason why I'm no longer friends with my entitled friend that I keep talking about. And whenever I'm on the phone to just her and I say something like, oh yeah, X said this the other day, she keeps asking when, where, which call, who was there, why I didn't tell her. It's exhausting. Oh my gosh. What is this? Why is this common? This is so weird. I found it so bizarre. Last night, about 6 of us were in a call together watching dumb short meme videos on YouTube together. Sarah was there for a bit but had to leave early for some reason. We came across this funny dance video while she was gone, and in the call decided we were all going to recreate it together. It was mentioned in the text chats this morning, and I tagged everyone who was in the call for the vid to recreate the video. And almost immediately, Sarah started calling me. I didn't answer, so she called again, but I still didn't answer because I knew well she was calling to ask why she wasn't tagged, why she wasn't involved. Sorry if this didn't make a lot of sense. I'm not good at gathering thoughts. But basically, how do I get her to understand that I'm allowed to talk to my friends without her, and that she doesn't have to be involved in everything, and that if she wants to be involved, do it on your own accord? How do I say it without giving her room to try and guilt trip me? There's nothing you can say that's gonna make her not guilt trip you. Honestly, with people like this, I honestly feel like They're a little bit narcissistic. Everything is about them. They make themselves the victim in every situation. And there's no winning. There really is no winning, and you're not going to have a coherent conversation with that person. They're never going to apologize. They're never going to see where they went wrong. I would distance yourself, because that's... It sucks because you're losing a friend. It sucks to lose a friend. Like, it's the worst. It's like a breakup.